All right, everybody, welcome to the Simply Stupid Guy podcast with your host, Michael Peck. Today is Monday, December something. I don't know. It's the week before Christmas. Now, before I begin, I had to start with my disclaimer, which is these are my thoughts and opinions, not the thoughts and opinions of anybody else. They're also not thoughts and opinions of any company that I may or may not work for, or any advertisers that I may or may not get. That being said, my legal obligation is done. Yada, yada, yada. Thank you. All right, so what are we going to talk about? Well, this weekend I'm going to my mom's house to have have early Christmas for the family, and also on top of that, I will be doing a podcast while I'm down there with a guest. So that's going to be my first time having a guest on my podcast. I'm not going to say who the guest is. I've known him for a long time. That's all you need to know. Let's see what else. What else is going on? Well, the Democrat Frank, whatever his name is, the guy that was going to resign is now thinking about not resigning. So everything I say about him, yeah, he's resigning. At least he's taking on board on doing it. If you're not going to resign, dude, I gotta take it back because your actions are uncalled for. And you should just resign. And the Democrat Party is taking it back, saying he shouldn't resign. Yeah, the Democrat Party, they want the more high ground, but they want to throw it away as soon as possible. That's fine. I'm happy that Roy Moore, he didn't become Alabama senator because of his sexual allegations. He's one of the worst candidates in Republican history, and I don't know why anybody would back him. Let's see, what else we going back? I talked to my boy that's in Germany today. He seemed to have a fun time. Funny thing is, he moved to Germany, and now he's going to end up working with the United States Army, which is hilarious. It's like, yeah, I'm going to go fly. I'm going to leave America, go to Germany, go work in Germany for the United States. So that's funny. He's starting to learn German, I guess. I don't know. That's what he says he's doing anyway. So it's good on him. He wanted to get out of America. Now he's in Germany, living with two of our other friends. I hope he's having fun. I don't know. It's like I ain't really pressing too much on that, but he seems happy, so let him be. And he's getting a job better than me right now. All right. So what else is going on? Oh, this is a story I saw on YouTube that apparently YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook are now using their censorship to protect white males. And basically, from what I've watched and what I understood, is that the understanding is that people are sitting there and talking shit about white males. Kind of already knew that, kind of already saw that going, but now they're turning it around that white males are protected. Because they're just so, and it's not just white males. It's just like if you talk about males or white people, they're protected, and YouTube will actually censor you. So will Twitter and Facebook. The biggest one was like the New Yorker. I think it was New Yorker or somebody, some news station. One has like 2 million subscribers, whatever. They couldn't use their Twitter account for a week because they decided to go after a general group of people. Which, it's good and it's bad at the same time. Like, yeah, there's a lot of people that are going to talk shit about the color of somebody's skin or the gender that they are. And, as a penalty, that's I think a week, that was good. I think, if we go further than that, it's really hard to say that. I don't know what the justifications of it are, but here, yet again, these are companies and they're allowed to do whatever they want. Just like I'm on YouTube making these videos, they can say at any moment that my videos somehow offend people and they don't want my YouTube channel to be up, whatever. I would just make another one called Simply Stupid Guy Podcast. It says Simply Stupid Guy. What else? What else is out there? Talk about police brutality, overstepping their bounds. I've actually tried to be a police officer. I've gone gone through the interviews. I've gone through the testing and all that. I can't get in there. Don't know why. Maybe it's just my personality. I'm too straightforward, too ongoing, too trusting, I guess. I don't know, but I was good enough for corrections. So maybe I'm too crazy because no police officer, no willing police officer is willing to give up their firearm and walk around in a prison. I've seen it many times before when you have to tell them, yeah, you gotta leave your gun here at the door. They're like, what? Um, my boy, he had a couple things. He thought because I wanted to do game streaming and things, like, play video games and stream it on Twitch and all that. Well, I can't do that because my internet sucks. And you're wondering, well, how am I doing this? Well, because I'm using my Verizon internet because I have unlimited data. If I was to use my house internet, I got DSL, very slow. Verizon is the only people out here that serve me internet, and they don't want to upgrade any of the wires, even though they can, because because I have fiber optics put right down in front of my yard. And I know this because they ended up hitting a water line and my sewage line and had to tear up the front part of my driveway to fit to put the line down and fix what they screwed up. So they only have to run about 30 feet of fiber optic cable up to the house. And if they run it up to the house and get into my basement, I'll run the rest of it up to my router. Oh, actually, I'll get my new router out and I'll run it to my router so I'd have fiber optics and then I would just start streaming. So I might do that. I'm also getting out of the console video games because, there's just so many more games out there for the computer. I can still use my Xbox controllers to play them, but I'm getting out of console gaming because there's really, there's more for the PC than there is for consoles, and I don't have to keep buying new consoles. I just have to upgrade my hardware on the PC, which I know is expensive from time to time, but at least I can do it. And I want to do that, and I want to get good internet. I might not be able to stream, but maybe I can make a secondary channel where I just upload, be playing video games. Now, the other thing is, I now have more subscribers and I have more views on my videos because I told my friend that he should add me and that he should tell as many people as possible. So I'm kind of happy about that. I'm hoping that maybe it will flourish even more. My friend in Germany, he's also, he's like, yeah, you might be able to make money off that. And I'm like, I'm not hoping for it. I'm not planning on it. It might come about, might not. Who knows? I do plan on making some other videos. I do plan on doing like maybe, I want to do kind of workout, I kind of want to work. I want to kind of make out a workout thing. Maybe put on a playlist. Simply stupid guy. Losing fatness. I don't know, something like that. I want to work out because I've gained weight. I've gotten fat. I've gotten slow. I've gotten weak. And I want to work out. I want to be like, hey, look, you can do this. Look, I'm doing it. And I suck. I got a lot of injuries piled up, so it's not going to be easy road when I do start doing it. I might wait till the new year. I don't know. Maybe after I get a job, I got to go job hunting today. He also asked me why. This question I was asked: why did I make a podcast? What started my podcast? Two things that started it. One was I was watching Joe Rogan. I was listening to Joe Rogan, and I was listening to Ben Shapiro and Steven Crowder, and they had podcasts and they had video podcasts. And I was watching them. I'm like, that seems nice. That seems fun. I also listened to a couple other podcasts like serial killers and cults. I haven't listened to them in a while since I can't really listen to them while I was at work, so I can listen to them now. But I'm trying to catch up on Ben Shapiro and Joe Rogan. It's a lot. I'm behind a lot. But I kind of want to make a podcast like Joe Rogan, where I talk to people. We talk about just stuff that's going on in the world, stuff that we think, just chit chat like you would do with any normal person. Maybe, because I am getting the stuff so I can have another person on my podcast. Maybe I might go out in public and find people to talk to, see if they want to be on my podcast. I don't know. That would be crazy. I guess be random talks with strangers. That's a great idea. I think I might do that. I might make a podcast where it's just random talk with strangers. Just find random people, see if they want to be on a podcast for a couple hours and see where it goes. I don't know. That sounds kind of interesting. I might actually do that. Now that I think about it, it'd be kind of cool. Um, well, but he says, like, yeah, maybe you get good at it. Maybe you can make some money. I'm not really like thinking about that right now with my podcast. All I'm thinking about is like, all right, well, I got three subscribers. I got 20 views on my first video and 5 on my other two. And I want people to watch it. At the same time, I don't want anybody to watch it. It's a catch-22. I really don't want anybody watching these, but I'm putting them out there for people to watch. So there it is. Another reason I'm doing it is to keep my sanity. Because the more jobs I keep going to, the more I keep working, the more I'm realizing it's bad to talk to people you work with. It's bad to get personal with them. You can't talk about politics. You can't talk about, stuff that you think about, stuff that you believe. And it's becoming worse and worse. So I can't do that anymore. So I have to find an outlet. And, I would do it at home, but, it's just, hey bird. But it's just not going to work out there either. Because, I mean, only so many times I could say stuff and, get shut down about it because, politically wise, I try not to talk about politics to them, but I end up doing anyway. She doesn't like to hear about politics. She also doesn't want me talking about her on the podcast, so I can't use her name. People know who she is, so I'm not going to really talk about her. I will talk about my personal life. Yeah, maybe some past stuff. I don't know, but it's what it is. I've decided I'm making a podcast, and I want to make an audio podcast. I just don't know how to do it yet. Or I think what it is I don't have quite the right equipment for it. I need a laptop with some just audio stuff, and then maybe I can take these videos and then make an audio file. I don't know how to do that. It's going to take me a while to do that, but I want to get it up on like the iCloud and Podcast Go and stuff like that. I want to see about trying to get it up on there. So what is the real plans here? I want to make a lot of videos. I need to make a lot of videos. I need to make a lot of podcasts. I know I can do at least one a week. Making more than that, I don't know. I have some great ideas. I was watching this thing on Netflix shows, like some of the new upcoming shows that are coming out on Netflix that are really good, and the ones that failed miserably. And I'm watching it, and I'm going like, I have a great idea for a TV show, and it's based like you think about movies, like, and hang on, let me think about this. Let me think about what I will say real quick. All right, so Netflix has Stranger Things. All right, HBO has Game of Thrones based off books. Netflix, based off of old TV shows. I don't know. I don't watch Stranger Things, just because it's not appealing to me. Yeah, but all right, but you have movies that are based off of books, like you have the Lord of the Ring movies. You have their failed attempt twice at the Immortal Weapons saga. You have the movie, and then you have TV show where they failed twice. Why they failed, I don't know. I never watched them, but I've read the books, and one of the main things about the books is it's blatantly obvious in the books. So I'm not going to ruin anything, but there's an incestual relationship there, and it goes on for, let's see, I think there's 3 books in that particular storyline of series, and it goes on to more books. I haven't read them all, but there's an idea. I have an idea, and there's a group of books. The first one's called Hawk Song. The next one's called Snake Charmer, and I think what would be a great idea for a movie for Netflix series is you take those books. There's 5 books, I think, in total. Because there's 4 books in total. All right, and you can make 4 seasons out of it, and and it's all from different perspectives of different characters in the book. Like Hawk Song starts with a female, the next one starts with a male, then third one starts with a male, then the fourth no third one starts with a female, fourth one's a male, and there's a fifth one that is a as if no, it's not. I don't remember that. I don't remember if it's combined into one or if it's another one. I believe it's 4 books. I have them. I haven't picked them up in a while, but I've read them, and I think that'd be great. You can make an HBO. You can make a Netflix series out of it. And the books are basically, it's about 2 warring factions, people that could turn into animals. Like Hawk Song, the main character is a princess, and she could turn into a hawk, which is the highest class inside her society, and they're all aviate. Uh, they're all birds, all some type of birds. Um, and and they're at war with people that are snakes, and the highest snakes are all cobras. And they end up going to a different land to try to work out a peace treaty. And the people that they go to are tigers. Now, I think this would be a great way. I think this would be a great series. If you read the books, make it right. You could probably do a You can make like a chapter into an episode, or maybe 2 chapters into an episode, and you could do it based on the whole book. On each book, do each season off whole book. So you get 4 seasons out of it, but you could probably get a good a good 20 episodes per season. I think that would be great. Another one is The Midnighters. There's only 3 books in the series. I think that would be a good one to do on too, which is all deals with primary numbers, which is awesome. And what it's about, the basic premise of the story is that there's actually 25 hours in the day. The thing is that the 25th hour for all regular people in the world is only 1 second. But for the people that are born exactly at midnight, could go to the 24th hour if they're located in a certain area that's a prime number. And they have to fight monsters that come out at night. They only come out during that 1 hour. And they have to fight them with primary numbers. So it's mathematics. It's really crazy. It's really cool, but it would be a good one you could do too. The other thing is they make movies. And people mostly seen The Crow with Brandon Lee in it. And then there's actually 3 other movies. There's The Crow, City of Angels, Crow Salvation, and Crow Wicked Prayer. Now, Wicked Prayer is also one of the books. The book is much better than the movie. They fucked up. They really fucked up that movie because they changed everything about it from the book. They kept it pretty much simple. They started out with the basic line. Yes, the guy and the girl both get murdered. The thing about it though is they changed everything up, so they fucked up the whole entire thing. They put Tara Reid in it. Tara Reid's character plays secondary villain, which she's actually the real villain. She's supposed to be the real villain because in the book she's the real villain. They got the guy from Angel, the guy that plays Angel. He's becomes the main villain, which he's not actually the main villain in there. And on top of that, it looks nothing like what the character would be in the book. They got the kid that played Terminator. I don't remember what his name is, and I don't remember who played the other person. But they say with the basic storyline at the beginning, and then decide that they decide, all right, after the second chapter, the rest of this shit doesn't matter. We're gonna go far all the way fucking over here and make some fucking wild out crazy story. So that really fucked it up. But there's a book that I've read in the Crow series. 'Cause I like the Crow series. And I really would like to see that one made into a movie, but I would like to see it done by the book because it'd be really good. But You probably won't see that. You probably won't see another Crow movie. I wish they would make like a Crow series. That would be awesome too. Different stories. Awesome. Uh so that's my idea. I would love to pitch that to Netflix. But yeah, make me the director. Give me a writing team. Yeah, give me $120 million. I'll produce you the best fucking Netflix series you will ever fucking see. Netflix would be like, my fucking God. Because I would do it by the books. Like Twilight. Twilight would be better as a TV show. And if they follow by the books, maybe. I don't know. I've read Twilight. They're all right. um, there's a couple different ones. Marked is another good series. Um, that would be a great. That would be great as a TV show instead of a movie. I think movies have now outdated themselves. Movies are like the TV shows of the '50s when you think about it, because people want to watch. People can now watch these things, wherever they're at. So why would you want to watch like an hour and 30 minutes of a movie, try to throw all these plot lines and all this character development in there, when you can watch a whole series, 7 to 20 hour series a year, just split up. Think about it. That's what everybody's going to. That's why podcasting is different. I'm video podcasting. I want to do audio too. So people don't have to watch me. They can listen to me. It's, times are changing. And, I'm changed. We got to change with the times a little bit. Not too much, but not enough. Not enough. Other things are really weird. Think about MGTOW. MGTOW is a very popular thing that's going on. One thing is a lot of younger generations are following by it because they're seeing the mistakes of their fathers. I would say it's good and it's bad at the same time. For me, it's not bad because I have my girl. She supports me. It doesn't seem like it from time to time, but she does. My family doesn't understand it, but she does. Like, I've had the rough 2 years, but without her, I would have just said fuck and gave up a long time ago. Also, I have kids, so I can't really do that. Like today, she took kids. Two of them are at school. The other one is with the parents, for me to go out to the library. I have to go to a public library because I don't have a computer at home, to put in job interviews and fix my resume up. I'm also going to do some house cleaning. What time is it? It's 10:30. So I've been doing this for 23 minutes now. But yeah, it's rough for us, but we're doing it. We're going through the motions. The one thing is we want to get a bigger house, and we're working on it. One thing I want to do for my house is I always say I want a greenhouse. I want to make a greenhouse where I grow all the time. And I come across something called aquanautics, and it's a crazy system. But if I get my own place, I get my own yard, and I can make my own greenhouse, I'm going to do it. But basically what it is you make a giant fish tank. And you use fish. You feed the fish, they create excrement, all this stuff. And instead of running it through a filter, you run it through the plants. So you have a plumbing system, all that, timer where it fills it up and drains it, all that to grow plants. And the plants grow like 10 times faster because they're getting the proper amount of water, proper nutrients, and it also filters all that stuff out, and it goes right back into the fish water. So the fish have breathable water again because the plants oxygenate the water for them. And then on top of that, I don't like fish, but you can eat the fish if you really want to. And I'm just thinking to myself, and I'm like, I can see myself doing that. I might not eat the fish, but you can use catfish Yeah, well, I would try smallmouth bass, croaker, something like that, and I could turn around. I could grow these fish out, grow them pretty big, and I could turn around and sell the fish. And I could, if I could get a greenhouse big enough, I know that if it's growing that fast, I'm not gonna be able to eat all that. And I have a local farmers market right here, and I could, sell my produce. And it'd be really fucking funny to sell fresh produce in the middle of winter here, because they'll be like, fresh produce here. And my girl goes, well, they don't. And my girl told me, he's like, yeah, but they're not open all year round. I'm like, well, then I'll just open up my own store. Fuck it. I'll sell some fish, and I'll sell some fruits and vegetables. And one thing I haven't seen that I want to try to do is I haven't seen anybody try to grow like an apple tree or orange tree using this system. And I think to myself, I'm like, what would I need to make something like that work? Like, how big of a system would I need? And I'm thinking about it. It's like, all right, so they're using these 10,000 gallon things to grow this stuff. All right, so I would need something similar to that for the root system. So I would need to be able to grow it. Maybe I might not be able to sustain it long time, but maybe I can use that system to grow an apple and orange tree to a decent size, and then relocate it outside, which I would only do that during the springtime, so it'd get plenty of, after all the freezing and all that's over with, put it outside and keep it going. And that would be something that might work. I don't know. But the way I've seen it, like, these plants grow pretty fucking fast. If you get a tree started and you can get a nice 7-8 foot tall tree going, and then you just take it out, you dig your hole, take it out, transfer it, and all that. Also, the other thing I saw was how they used worms to make manure, sell the manure, and also use the worms to feed the fish. And I was like, oh my god, it's like all right, so this system, if you get it going, it's all sustainable. You start with the worms, then work your way. You can make the system for $75. I've looked at it. I have everything I basically need, but it'd be smarter to do it from scratch. Once I get some money, I get some work in it, I'm going to try to do that. I'm going to try to make it from scratch. I don't know how well it's going to work, but I'm going to try. What else? So if you don't know what that is, I would look it up. It's aquanautics. It's AQUAPONICS. Aquanautics. And it looks like a really great system. I want to try it out. And if it is how they say it is, I would run for governor of Virginia, and I would implement that for every prison, because prisons could grow their own food instead of paying these people to bring in produce. I'd use it for the school system. School systems can make their own food. And it would save money. It would save a shit ton of money, because spend $100,000 a year on schools and prisons to feed kids and prisoners. And this system, if you spend that amount of money getting this system started, and it only takes up an acre of land to feed a whole entire school system for a year, that sounds like you're saving a lot more money. And you can also have a class on it for the kids. They can learn about it. So you got that going too. And you can do it for prisoners too. I mean, yeah, a lot of them deserve to be locked up in prison for the rest of their life, but, not all of them do, and they can learn something. They can work for their food. I mean, there's not much work to it, but you can give them at least a job. You set up more jobs, you give them more healthier food options, so then you're paying less for healthcare too, because they're eating healthier. What else is there? What else is there to do? What else is there to talk about? Let's see. Star Wars Battlefront 2. I love this. I was out Christmas shopping this weekend, and everywhere I went, it was under $40. This game came out last month, and it's under $40 already. Fucking Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 is $60 still. A lot of games that came out before are still fucking out for $60, and here this is at fucking less than $40 in most places. So way to go, EA. I love what you're doing with fucking your shit up. Bungie's another one. They fucking their shit up too. That's why I don't play Destiny 2 anymore, because I can't deal with that. All right. Well, I kind of ran out of stuff to talk about. If you're watching this because one of my friends told you to come see it, and you enjoy it, hit the subscribe button, give me a like, maybe leave a comment, join me on Twitter. My Twitter handle is simply stupid guy. Same icon that is the picture on the YouTube channel is also the same picture on there, so you know it's that. So you'll know that. I don't have a lot of Twitter followers, but if you follow me on Twitter, I will follow you on Twitter. Now here's the other thing: if you don't like what I have, you can always change the channel. You don't have to subscribe. You don't have to like it. You can even hit the dislike button. But I don't care, because at least you viewed it, and at least you said whether you liked it or not. You can even leave a comment, tell me why you didn't like it. You can leave me a comment, tell me what you want me to do and what you want to see me try to do even better. But the simple fact of the matter is, whether I have one viewer or a million viewers, or I have no viewers, I'm still going to make the videos. They're still going to be out there. Even if you don't subscribe, but you watch them, yeah, hey, you know what? At least you're watching them. But this is what I want to do. I don't plan on making money off of it. I don't plan on any of this going anywhere. This is just for my sanity. This is just for me to keep it real. This is the only way I know how to. I don't have to talk to... this is me not having to talk to people out in the world anymore that I work with, because that seems to be a problem. If people around here, they want to just get over top of somebody so quickly that they're willing to step on them any way they can, so they find out whatever they can. And I'm not going to do that anymore. I'm just not going to play that game anymore. I'm not going to work with people that I'm only going to know for a couple of months and never talk to again. Work for a couple of years and never talk to again. I don't need that. I don't need fake people in my life. I need real people. I'm a real person. I need people that, they're there to work and not trying to promote themselves by walking over somebody else. And that's just what it is. So, with that being said, this is the end of my third podcast. No, fourth video, third episode. I don't call it the intro the first episode. That's just the intro into my stupidity. So, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you like it. Inspirational quote. I didn't think about one before I did this. There's one from a manga that I read called Rurouni Kenshin. It might not be from Rurouni Kenshin, but it goes like this. I have to hold the sword with both my hands in order to protect you, but I have to let go of the sword in order to embrace you. But the problem is, if I release the sword, I can no longer protect you. But if I hold on to the sword, I can no longer embrace you. And that's just the mentality of a warrior mindset, and how a guy typically is. A guy always loves his woman, whether he shows it or not. But he has to protect her no matter what. So he can't embrace her the way she would want him to embrace him. Is what I get out of it. And, I kind of live by that a little bit, because my girl says I should cry more, because I don't cry. I kind of just hold it all in. And it's just my personality, just way I am. I have to be a rock. I feel that if I let myself go, then I let the world that I'm trying to hold together fall apart. I can't let it fall apart. I got to keep it going. I got to keep it strong. This has helped me. This is me keeping it strong by letting it out a little bit. I might not cry. But at least I talk about it. At least I let my thoughts out there in the wild. So with that being said, this is the end. No, I don't want to say the end because it sounds like this final video. All right, this is the I don't want to use finale. This is the momentary break in the insanity of the Simply Stupid Guy podcast with your Simply Stupid Guy host, Michael Beck. And yeah, adios, auf Wiedersehen, goodbye.